am from BA Mathematics second semester. I will be explaining the topic group. So, what is group? An algebraic structure G under binary operation O, where G is a non-empty set and O is the binary operation defined on G, is called group if the binary operation O satisfies the following postulates. Here, an algebraic structure means non-empty set plus binary operation plus some condition. We have an algebraic structure here G under binary operation O, and G is a non-empty set, which means G has some element, and O is the binary operation defined on G. Then G is called a group if the binary operation O satisfies the following postulate. So the postulates are closure property, associativity, the third is existence of identity, and the fourth one is existence of inverse. So let us understand the closure property. So if A and B are the element of G, then such that A belongs to G, B belongs to G, which implies A operation B also belongs to G. The second one is associativity. If A, B, C are the element of G such that A, B, C belongs to G, then A operation B operation C is equals to A operation B operation C for all A, B, C belongs to G. The third postulate is existence of identity. There exists an element in G such that E operation A is equals to A operation E is equals to A for all A belongs to G. For example, for multiplication we have an identity element 1, and for addition we have an identity element 0. For example, for multiplication 1 operation A is equals to A operation 1 is equals to A. For addition 0 plus A is equals to A plus 0 is equals to A. If E is multiplied on the right side, then A operation E is equals to A, then E is the right identity. If E is multiplied on the left side, E operation A is equals to A, then E is called the left identity. The fourth one is existence of inverse. For each element A belongs to G, there exists an element of G called the inverse of A and denoted by A inverse. As we know that the multiplicative inverse for any element is 1, so if we multiply any element with its inverse, the result should be E, where E is the identity element for binary operation O. For example, if we multiply 2 with its inverse, the result should be 1, which is the multiplicative identity, and 1 by 2 is the multiplicative inverse. Next topic is abelian group, or it is also known as commutative group. What is abelian group? Abelian group is a group in which an algebraic structure which follows all the postulates of a group plus one additional property, and that property is commutative group. A group G under binary operation O is said to be an abelian or commutative if in addition to 4 group axioms the following postulates is also satisfied, that is the commutative group. If A operation B is equals to B operation A for all AB belongs to G, which holds commutative group. The algebraic structure G under binary operation O satisfying all the 5 axioms is called abelian group. Axioms are closure property, existence of identity, associativity, existence of inverse, and the last one is commutative law. For addition, the condition is A plus B is equals to B plus A, and for multiplication, the condition is A multiplication B is equals to B multiplication A. For example, 2 into 3 is equals to 6 is also equals to 3 into 2, which holds commutative. To get a better idea, let's take an example. The example is, show that the set of all integer I forms a group with respect to the binary operation star defined by the rule A star B is equals to A plus B plus 1 for all AB belongs to I. So, let I be the set of integer, and we have to show that the set of all integer I forms a group. Then we have to prove that it should follow all the 4 postulates. The first postulate is closure law. Since A, B belongs to I, then A plus B will also belongs to I, or A plus B plus 1 will also belongs to I. So here, right hand side belongs to I, then from equation 1, A star B will also belongs to I, which is the left hand side. The second postulate is associativity. Let A, B, C be the 3 elements of I, then the condition for associativity is A star B star C is equals to A star B star C. So first we will show for the left hand side, that is A star B star C. We will take A star B as the first element and star C as the second element. So A star B star C is equals to A star B plus C plus 1. Again from equation 1, A star B will be A plus B plus 1. C already is there, plus 1. A plus B plus C plus 2. So it is the LHS. And for the right hand side, A star B star C, we will take A as the first element and B star C as the second element. Then again from equation 1, B star C will be equal to B plus C plus 1. Then A plus B plus C plus 1, and 1 is already there, plus 1. Then A plus B plus C plus 2, which is equals to RHS. So here LHS is equals to RHS, which hold associative. So the third postulate is existence of identity. The number E will be the identity element if E belongs to I, and E star A is equals to A star E is equals to A for all E belongs to I. We will take E star A is equals to A as first. Now if E star A is equals to A, mark as equation number 2. From 1, E star A, from equation number 1 we will get E plus A plus 1 is equals to A. E plus 1 is equals to 0. Here E is equals to minus 1, which belongs to I, that is integer. Now, put the value of E in equation number 2. We will get E star A is equals to minus 1 star A. Now we will take A star E is equals to A. So A star E is equals to A star minus 1. We will put the value of E, that is minus 1, in this. From equation 1, A star minus 1 is equals to A plus minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 we will cancel and we will get here A. So E star A is equals to A star E is equals to A. Hence minus 1 is the identity element. So the fourth postulate is existence of inverse. Let A belongs to I. If the number B is to be the inverse of A, then we must have to prove that B star A is equals to A star B is equals to E. Now take B star A is equals to E first. From equation 1, B star A will be B plus A plus 1 is equals to minus 1. Earlier we have proved that the value of E will be minus 1. Now B plus A is equals to minus 2. Now take A on the right side, B is equals to minus A minus 2. Since A belongs to I, minus A belongs to I, then minus 2 will also belongs to I. This implies B will also belongs to I. B is equals to minus A minus 2 from equation number 2 which also belongs to I. Then B star A, put the value of B from equation number 2, we will get minus A minus 2 star A. Take minus A minus 2 as the first element and A as the second element. Now minus A minus 2 plus A plus 1 will be equal to minus A will be cancelled. Minus 2 plus 1 is equals to minus 1, which is equal to E, which is the identity element. For A star B, put the value of B from equation number 2, which is minus A minus 2. So A star is minus A minus 2. From equation number 2, take A as the first element and minus A minus 2 as the second element. So from equation number 1, A plus minus 2 plus 1 will be equal to A minus 2 plus 1. A and minus 1 will be cancelled. Minus 2 plus 1 which will equal to minus 1, which is E, identity element. Therefore, B star A is equals to A star B is equals to E, which is the identity element. Thus minus 2 minus A is the inverse of